Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Renaldy Bari, and this time I will give you my opinion about our newest President Prabowo Subianto. Prabowo Subianto Jojo Hadikusumo, born in October 17, 1951, is a politician, businessman, and retired general who is currently serving as the 8th President of Indonesia since October 2024. Previously, he served as the 26th Minister of the Defense. He is the third President of Indonesia with a military background after Suharto and Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, also known as SBY. Prabowo is also described as a right-wing nationalist. So, what I like about Prabowo is that during the campaign period and presidential debate, Prabowo and Vice President Gibran Rakabuming have expressed a number of visions, missions, and programs in the economic sector, namely 1. Tax ratio. One of the targets that the Prabowo Gibran pair wants to achieve is increase the tax ratio. In fact, the Prabowo Gibran pair set a tax ratio target up to 23% in their vision emissions. This tax target was also mentioned in the vice presidential debate held on Friday. Number 2, makan siang gratis or free lunch. Free lunch and milk are Prabowo Gibran mainstay programs during the campaign. The program will most likely target the three T: disadvantaged, frontier, and outmost areas first, starting in 2025. Number 3 is poverty. Prabowo Gibran emphasized their commitment to eradicating extreme poverty in Indonesia within the first 2 years of their term. The fourth, economic growth. The Prabowo Gibran Subianto Gibran Raka Buming Raka campaign team is assessed that the economic growth target of 6, 7 a state intervention and mission is absolutely necessary. The last 5, unemployment and the job opportunities. Vice presidential candidate number 2 Gibran Rakabuming claims to be able to open 19 million jobs if he succeeds in developing several sectors at once. This achievement can be achieved if the four economic steps are realized. I think that's all for my opinion. More or less, I apologize if there are any words. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully, we can all continue to provide support and constructive criticism for the progress of the nation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Present continuous. So what is in present continuous? The present continuous tense, also called the present progressive, is used to describe actions that are happening right now or actions that are ongoing and unfinished. It's formed with the present tense of the verb to be, am, is, are, followed by the base verb with an ending. What are the formula for simple continuous? The present continuous tense is used to describe action happening right now or around the current time. Follows a specific structure depending on whether the sentence is positive, negative, or questions. For example, number 1, positive. Subject plus am is are plus ing. For example, she is eating lunch. Number 2, negative. Subject plus am is are plus not plus ing. For example, they are playing soccer. Number 3, questions. Am is are plus subject plus ing. For example, are they playing video games? Adverb of time. In the present continuous tense, adverb of time are used to emphasize that an action is happening right now, at the moment of speaking or around the present time. For example, now emphasize that the action is happening at this very moment. She is talking on the phone right now. Number 2, at the moment indicates something happening at the present time. For example, I'm studying at the moment. Number 3, currently shows that the action is in progress around the current time. Example, they are currently working on a new project. Number 4, right now. Similar to now but adds emphasis. For example, he is playing the piano right now. Number 5, today. Used to show that an action is taking place on current day. For example, we are learning about fractions today. Number 6, still. Implies that the action has been ongoing and has not finished yet. For example, she is still working on her assignment. Number 7, at present. Formal ways to say something is happening currently or in this period. For example, the company is expanding rapidly at the present. Number 8, anymore. Often used with not to indicate that something is no longer happening. For example, they are not living in the city anymore. Number 9, nowadays. Shows that an action or habit is ongoing in the present time. For example, people are using smartphones more often nowadays. Number 10, for now. Emphasize that an action is happening temporarily for the time being. For example, he is living with his parent for now. Using the present continuous. The present continuous tense is used in several situations to describe actions happening now. Temporary situation, future plans, and changes or trends. Number 1, action happening now. Use the present continuous to describe something that is happening at the very moment you are speaking. For example, she is talking on the phone right now. Second example, I'm eating lunch. Number 2, temporary situations. Use it for actions or situations that are ongoing, temporary, or limited duration. For example, they are staying at a hotel for a few days. Second example, he is studying at the library this week. Number 3, future arrangement. For the present continuous, to discuss planned events or personal arrangement in the near future. For example, we are meeting the clients tomorrow. Second example, I'm flying to Paris next week. Number 4, the trends or changes. Use it to describe changes, trends, or developments that are happening over time. For example, more people are adopting electric cars nowadays. Second example, the company is growing quickly. The last, number 5, is repeated actions. Sometimes the present continuous can express repeated action, often with always, to show irritations or emphasis. For example, he is always forgetting his keys. Second example, you are always leaving the lights on. When can present continuous tense be used? The present continuous tense is generally used for actions that are currently happening or temporary, but there are specific situations where it's not appropriate to use it. Number 1, the permanent situation or facts. The present continuous is used for temporary actions, so for permanent situation or general truths, we use the simple present instead. For example, she lives in New York, not she is living in New York. Number 2, non-action verbs. Some verbs describe the states or conditions rather than action, so they aren't used in continuous tense. Tense and opinions: believe, know, understand, think, meaning believe, agree. For example, I know the answer, not I'm knowing the answer. Number 3, schedule events outside of personal plans. For schedule or timetable events, especially for things like public transport or formal events. Example, the train leaves at 8 p.m., not the train is leaving at 8 p.m. Number 4, habitual or actions or routines. The present continuous is not typically used for habits or actions that are happening regularly. For example, she goes to the gym every day, not she is going to the gym every day. Verbs that cannot be used in present continuous tense. Certain verbs, known as dative verbs, typically describe states, feelings, thoughts, senses, or relationships rather than action or process, because they represent conditions that are generally static. They are usually used in contingent tenses. Number 1. Verbs of feeling and emotions, like love, hate, prefer, dislike, want, need, wish, appreciate, care, and desire. For example, she loves chocolate, not she is loving chocolate. Number 2. Verbs of measurement or cost. Weight, cost, measure, amount to. For example, this book costs $20, not this book costing $20. The end. Thank you for watching and listening. Apologize if there are any misspelling in my English. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.